Undead-infested wastelands necessitate a constant struggle for survival. Survival of the fittest, the Rust Ridge Collective are resilient fighters. The RRC chose to abandon weakness and strive for the strength of steam engines, replacing bitten and broken limbs with bionics. Their humanity was a small price to pay in exchange for their heightened ability to fight against the unrelenting horde. Vigilant interceptors of the warfront, scouts are armed with light copper weapons. Even though they might not seem like much, they are the first sign of trouble yet to come. That trouble makes its presence known in the form of the heavily armored copper knights, strong, blunt, frontline foot soldiers, armed with heavier copper weaponry and powerful close combat attacks. Their superior weaponry and dense protective plating makes them more than well equipped to deal with enemies on any front. The tall man aids in battle from long range. Augmented long legs helps them reach otherwise difficult vantage points, perfect for claiming the lives of unsuspecting victims. Scrap guards are giant, indomitable, walking walls of thorns. They might be slow, but they're tough, persistent, and their job is to watch their enemies bleed until there's no blood left to spill. The Oppressor keeps an eye over their infantry as mountainous figures that rule over the battlefield. Equipped with a unique flare gun, the Oppressor never hesitates to send its soldiers to death's door to achieve total victory. And units that are happy to follow any orders thrown their way are the Spring Junkies, living nail bombs who are more than excited to grant their victims an untimely demise, inflicting mortal lacerations on anyone unfortunate enough to survive the initial explosion. When met with particularly thick waves of horde, the Arc-Psycho joins the battle as trembling living weapons designed to deal with numerous foes at once. They channel their pain into a living electrical energy, made to smite legions with nothing more than a wave of their hand. If that doesn't work, then they pull out the big guns, the drones. Heavy cyborgs armed with light machine guns, which turns them into instruments of absolute destruction. Their faulty engineering aside, no one dares provoke this copper monstrosity. If one finds you, and if you're feeling lucky, aim for the head. If not, may you find mercy in the afterlife. If all else fails, the RRC will unleash their last resort, the Flaming Head, an enemy that is perpetually engulfed in flames. We don't know much about this one aside from knowing that its only purpose is to make sure anything it encounters doesn't come back to life. This is merely a fraction of what this wasteland has to offer. Now the question remains, are you strong enough to survive? Or are you going to be another soul claimed by this scorched earth?